Welcome back, everybody, to Ace Academy. Basically, the people we're about to fight, May's team, May and her team, I guess, are arguing with Kaori. Because she says they're friends, she says they're not friends. I guess I don't know why they're really arguing for this part.
Have you already forgotten about what happened with Ryota?
Ah, Ryota, damn. May looks taken aback.
Really? You're bringing that up? How was I supposed to know he'd react that way?
Good old Ryota.
You weren't supposed to tell him at all! Maybe not, but I was trying to help.
Kaori's face contorts in anger.
I was humiliated in front of the entire school! Is that what you call helping? That's not fair. You know that wasn't my intention. And how Ryota handled the situation. Best friends don't treat each other like that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ryota. I know.
May falls into Kaori's piercing stare. Kaori.
Well, none of that would have happened in the first place if you had just kept my secret a secret. It was all your fault.
I'm guessing Ryota's a guy, and May have spilled the beans about Kaori's crush. May blinks rapidly.
I can't talk to you when you're like this. You need some time to calm down.
Ha!
Maybe then you'll listen to reason.
Calm down. That's funny.
Don't you dare!
Yeah. Do it. Fight. May spins on her heel, and walks away. Her footsteps echoing behind her.
Hey!
Get back here. Kaori lets out a scream of frustration into her hands. She turns around. She notices me. Hi, best friend.
How long have you been there?
The entire time. From birth until now. I just got here. Not long at all.
What did you hear?
Yeah. I didn't want to make a joke. She's kind of mad. So I went with like the safe option. Oh boy. Nothing. Kaori narrows her eyes. Okay. Just enough to watch May storm off. She continues to stare at me. Okay, and a little bit of a guy named Ryota. That's it.
It's rude to eavesdrop.
Rude to yell. It's rude to yell in public, too. Sorry, I wasn't trying to. So was that about anyway?
It was nothing.
Clearly. Who's Ryota?
Nobody you know.
Clearly. Does he go here?
No.
So who is he then?
He is none of your business.
Already?
Besides, you've already heard all about it when you were listening in on a private conversation.
Does it count as private if you're yelling in public? Just saying, it's hard to keep it a private conversation when you're screaming at a person. No, it's not. My phone buzzes. Saved by the bell. Well, buzz, I guess. Sorry, I better get this. Kaori nods. She looks just as relieved as I am. I accept the call and walk further away from Kaori. Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Hi, Yuna.
I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
No. You are once again an angel come down to save me. No, it's perfect.
Okay. So your account manager with Dashu reached out to me. He'll be close to campus later today and would like to meet with you.
Me or like the team? Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what everyone's schedule looks like.
Wait. He wants to meet with just you.
Why? Is this another interview? Oh, is it gonna be like the Warp Tech interview?
No. It'll be a much more casual conversation. He wants to talk about your gear, not your team performance.
He wants in my core, eh? Sounds good.
So, will you meet him?
Sounds like he's gonna sexually assault me, but I'm all about it. It means our team can win. I'm willing to go the extra mile for the team. Sure.
Great! You can meet him at the cafe after lunch.
Oh dear God. I gotta be there, thanks, Yuna.
No problem.
I'm saying goodbye, she hangs up. By the time I end the call, Kaori is nowhere in sight. That's probably for the best. Honestly, our chat didn't end on such a great note. Yeah, I give her the conversation I've had with her. So I came here to practice. I climbed into Eagle and set up a simulated match. After I practice a few rounds, I shut down the simulator and climb out of Eagle. I can tell my reaction times are improving. I'm sure with a little more practice, I'll be able to face Onabagusha. I wonder if that means something in Japanese. I have no idea. There's some extra time. How do I want to spend the rest of my afternoon? Tough decisions all around. I guess we'll go with Mayu. Quite literally my last pick and my first pick, to be fair. So, I don't know if that means anything. Mayu and I discovered we both share an interest in music. She plays the violin while I play the piano. After we got talking about music, Mayu promised she'd play for me. True to her word, Mayu did end up playing for me. I jokingly mentioned we should start a band, but she was receptive to the idea, so we decided to go for it. I make my way to the music room. I finally convinced Mayu we should expand the band. We're now holding auditions for our newest member. After Mayu played for me the first time, she loosened up a lot, and we've been jamming regularly together. When the hell did all this happen? Characters doing stuff off screen. I found a flyer for local musicians. The community is sponsoring a talent night for both bands and solo artists. I know Mayu and I are ready to compete, and after much cajoling, I got her agree to sign up. I got her to agree to sign up. The only problem is a band is considered 3 or more people. Neither one of us wants to perform alone, so the only thing left to do is recruit a 3rd member. Mayu's already set up the music room and I arrive. Hey, Mayu. She pauses and smiles when she sees me.
Hi, you made it.
Happy to be here.
I mean, of course you made it, but you're early, which is nice. Not that I think you can't be early to things, but...
Oh, boy. There are some times where you just, don't talk. Her voice fades, she drops her gaze. By the way, Ona Bagusha, literally meaning woman warrior. These samurai women were trained in martial arts and strategy and fought alongside the samurai to defend their homes, families, and honor. There you go. Basically, samurai women. I'm a little nervous too. Mayu flashed me an appreciative smile.
I hope we find someone good.
Same. Same
There
here.
will only be singers auditioning today, right?
You have piano, violin, and a singer? Yeah, I think having a vocalist will best complement our sound. Will it? What? You have a piano and a violin and then a singer? What are you singing to? What? Mayu nods.
I agree.
Like, I understand a piano and a violin being together for music, but I don't know that any vocalization is needed. You can maybe add a second violin? A fiddle? Something? Harmonica? I help her move some of the clutter to the corner of the room and set up a long table with chairs in the middle of the room for us to sit. This is the judge's table. Mayu sits at the table while I poke my head out in the hall. Will the first audition please enter the room? As I return to my seat, a short student with slicked back hair, that's not slicked back at all, walks in. He's changed out of his uniform, but his shirt hangs loosely over his small frame. This is not a small frame. What the hell are you talking about? I squint to get a better look and notice his shirt is decorated with all different types of footwear. Sandals, flip-flops, etc. This is going to be interesting. Mayu's brows furrowed and she wears a hesitant smile. She seems just as apprehensive as I am. Hello, what's your name? The boy wears a goofy grin. Hi, I'm Bill Hang. What do you want to sing today?
Sea humps.
Mayu and I glance at each other. This is a popular song back when we were kids. I nod. Whenever you're ready. Bill flashes another lopsided grin as he belts out a tune. He begins to bounce his knees and stiffly jerk his hips from side to side. He sings in a monotone, and his cadence feels almost robotic. Paired with a strange dancing, he reminds me of someone gaining use of their limbs for the first time. I glance over Mayu. There's a forced smile frozen on her face. Her eyes seem almost panicked. Finally, he finishes and waits expectantly for our feedback. Yo, dog. My dog isn't ready to this. You got spirits. I put a most comforting smile. Look, I'm not here to destroy dreams. Obviously, I'm no professional. Let's just do this easily. But thanks for coming out. Quick to stare at me as if expecting more. You had great passion in your performance. Bill stares stoically as I give him my feedback and looks expectantly at Mayu. She fidgets under his gaze as she tries to find something to say.
Well, it was... You were very brave to sing in front of us, and I think it's great that you did.
It's true. I'll give him that. She nods, seemingly satisfied with the review. I'm about to dismiss him when someone else interrupts me.
Excuse me, but are you in the wrong room? This audition is for singers. I'm not sure what you thought you were doing up there, but it certainly was not singing.
It was definitely singing. Maybe not singing well, but it was singing. Another student sits beside Mayu. He's wearing an ace uniform without teal stripes, so he isn't a pilot. Mayu immediately glances over the student, but otherwise doesn't react to his presence. Maybe he's one of her music friends. She must have asked him to sit in on our audition and help us judge who would be a good fit. Despite the new guy's scathing comments, Bill doesn't seem fazed.
I did my very best, and that's all I could have done.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have no professional training, but I am very glad of my performance.
Good for you. Mayu smiles encouragingly.
That's great. Thank you for coming by.
Yep, thanks, we'll be in touch. Be in touch to send you a rejection letter. And that's it. Mayu's friend crosses his arms, waiting for Bill to leave. Once Bill leaves, he's immediately replaced by another student. He's still in ace uniform, but contrastly, his long dark hair falls to mid-back. No, it does not. Unless he's got, like, a long-ass ponytail on the back. And covers one eye. Maybe. I'll give you that. Maybe.
Hi, my name is Slasher, and I'll be singing an original song I wrote myself.
Alright.
Hi.
He cuts Mayu off in the middle of her greeting and screams in a hoarse voice. Oh god. I ask him for Slasher before my ears literally begin to bleed. Thank you, I think we've heard enough. His eyes are wider than I've ever seen, and she flinches every time Slasher belts out a word.
Thanks. If you could please stop for a second.
We have a piano and a violin. Why the hell would you think we'd want this? This is obviously not the type of singing you would want. Her friend clamps his hands over his ears and cringes in pain.
Stop, for the sake of our sanity.
Slasher finally quiets down, but looks confused.
Are you trying to turn us all into raving psychopaths? Because the only effect constant yelling has on me is making me angry.
You sound angry. You dulcet tones.
What? I haven't even gotten to the killing part yet. Here, listen.
The killing part? You saying like it's an act? Are you gonna try to kill one of us?
Sweat and blood, it's an all!
Maya and I shout simultaneously.
No!
I know. Slasher pauses again. Mayu's friend looks like he's about to speak again, but we silence him with death glares. What the hell, dog? Look, dog, I'm just gonna keep it real. It started a little rough, but you managed to make it your own. You made it your own, yo. Good lord, I don't know what's cringier, the guy singing or that response. In response, Slasher opens his mouth, ready to belt another line. Maya immediately stops him.
Wait! Your song is definitely very original,
Nice way to put it.
but it's not quite the direction we're going for this band.
Now with the piano and a violin,
Whatever. You guys can't even begin to comprehend my genius.
evidently. Slasher turns on his heel and walks out the room. I breathe a sigh of relief, but brace myself for the next audition. A girl walks in. She's wearing her ace uniform and has her dark hair pulled back into a messy ponytail. Yeah, that actually looks right. She seems normal so far, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Hello. She smiles warmly and waves.
Hi, my name is Mitsuki.
Maya seems hopeful.
Feel free to begin whenever you're ready.
Mitsuki nods and takes a deep breath. Her voice shakes as she sings a soft melody, but grows in power as she gains confidence. Maya and I blink at each other. She's actually good. I close my eyes and find myself getting lost in Mitsuki's voice. Before long, her song is done. Mitsuki waits nervously for her feedback. Mayu stands to her feet, so suddenly her chair wobbles.
You were wonderful! You have a powerful voice which would perfectly complement our instruments and the emotion behind your song. I could feel what you were singing.
Mitsuki blushes Mayu's
Thank
praise.
you.
Yeah, what Mayu said. I couldn't agree more with what Mayu said. It was a beautiful performance. Mitsuki breaks into a wide smile. The random guy raises his hand.
Excuse me, but what was that?
There we go. Mitsuki blinks, obviously confused. I'm not sure this guy is talking about either.
This good shy girl act is so played out. Where's the confidence, the fire, and for God's sake, have you ever heard of a comb?
Mitsuki runs her hand through her hair.
I'm sorry. My last class was physical education, and I was running a little late.
Well, that's fine then. I mean, you actually have a legit excuse. Let's go to Mayu. What's with your friend? He's kind of a jerk.
Wait, I thought he was your friend.
We don't know who this guy is. We stared at each other for a second to focus our attention on the mysterious guy. Hey. That's not us. Who are you?
Excuse me?
He pulls a face of
How
disgust.
dare you? Don't you know who I am?
That's why I asked who you are. You dumb? No. Mayu shakes her head. The guy scoffs.
Clearly, I have made a terrible mistake. You peasants wouldn't know greatness if it bit you in the ass.
A loud sniff of disdain, he swaggerously exits the classroom. Awkward.
So, did I pass?
Who the hell was that guy? Yeah, we'd love if you joined the band.
Really?
Sure. We're not gonna talk about like the random guy just creeping in on people. Someone might want to call the cops and then like creep in on someone as they're trying to go home.
Yes, absolutely. We have your information, so we'll let you know when our next practice will be, and hopefully we'll see you there. Thank you. Yes, I'll be there. Okay, thank you again.
Yep. Bye-bye. Grinning from ear to ear, Mitsuki practically skips out of the room.
Is it strange that I feel kind of nervous?
Yes. How come?
I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm already getting ideas for new pieces that will incorporate her voice. So, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
I don't know either. It's probably because after how bad those previous auditions were, you're hoping that one good audition isn't a fluke.
Maybe.
She smiles at me.
We should probably clean up. I think our reserved time is running out.
Let's skedaddle. After Maya and I clean up the music room, we part ways so we can go to class. I can't wait to see what kind of music the three of us will create together. Piano, violin, and a vocalist. I suppose it could be good. I have my doubts. I made my way back towards the cafe to meet with our account manager from Dasho. I guess I just have my doubts because it literally just sprang it out of nowhere. Like, oh yeah, by the way, you're in a band. Have fun with that. I tried to anticipate what kind of questions he'll ask about Eagle, so I can have answers ready. Eunice said this wasn't an interview, but I still want to make a good impression. As I enter the cafe, I sweep my gaze across the room and spot a man wearing a Dasho jacket. That must be him. After ordering a cup of coffee, I walk over to greet him. Hello. The man faces me, and I'm surprised by how young he looks. He only seems to be a couple of years older than us. I'm Tbishy, the pilot from Eagle from Ace 2049-11. He smiles and gestures to the seat across from him. I accept a seat.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice. As I'm sure you know, I'm Yuri Ariev, your account manager with Dasho.
I like your name. A waitress places our drinks on the table. He takes a sip from his drink and seems pleasantly surprised. Must be some good coffee.
I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I am curious about a few things.
I already feel on the spot for what it's worth. About Eagle?
Eagle?
You look genuinely confused. I guess Manta wasn't correct.
No, about hyperdrive.
I always follow the speed limit. I don't hyperdrive. This is the team I played for at CINY. Looks like Yuri did his homework on me. Sure, ask away. I'll try to answer the best I can. He smiles.
I am more interested about the team and sponsorship dynamics in the West. I've researched that companies have official teams in the school rather than just sponsoring a different team from time to time.
Okay, it sounds more like his company's looking at expanding out that direction. A nod. That's right.
Hyperdrive is an S-ranked division team at CINY. That's quite the accomplishment. I can see why you transferred into Ace with a history like that.
Hard work paid off. Thank you. I practiced a lot and studied to make sure my application was strong from both sides. Yuri seemed pleased with my
What
answer.
were your teammates like?
Hyperdrive had about 20 pilots on the team. I didn't know all of them well, but I made a few friends. He takes another sip from his coffee.
Ah, yes. I've heard the official company teams tend to recruit purely from an efficiency and winning standpoint. There's even internal competition within the team to see who are the strongest pilots.
Makes sense. I nod. on.
Which means your solo rank must have been strong if you were the primary backup after the starting 4.
Must have been okay. Yeah, although I can't say everyone was pleased with the first year being a primary backup. Your chuckles.
I take it the more senior members of the team weren't pleased.
Probably not. Yeah, because of that, most of the people I consider to be close were other first years. But some of the seniors who were already on the starting line would help me train.
Sounds like there was a very split dynamic among the team, which is not surprising given how large it is. It's hard to foster close camaraderie when everyone competes for the same spots.
Probably. There was definitely a lot of cliques that formed in the group. I tried to stay away from any drama and was just focused on bringing up my rank.
How well do you think that model works compared to the model here?
I pause. The pressures are different, but I do believe smaller teams make more efficient teams. You're more invested in your personal training and development, not because there's a looming pressure that someone is just a number away from replacing you, but because you're an important member of your team. And of course, you end up fostering closer relationships with your teammates. But the whole sponsorship process here is incredibly imbalanced. You're not understandingly. Honestly, I'm grateful you agreed to sponsor us. We rejected a few times before, and Yuna was really disappointed by how unwilling most companies were to consider us.
Your team at Ace is a little unique. Even though you guys are an S-rank division team, because you're a new team with no history of performance, you're also considered high risk.
That makes sense. I can't argue that. High risk.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge whether your team is a strong up-and-comer or if your entry into this division was a fluke. Most companies don't like that uncertainty.
I can get that. If you're about to throw potentially millions of dollars into a company and into a group, and it's like, oh well, actually everything they did was kind of just a fluke. I can understand why you'd be pretty hesitant, because if they fail out, you basically get no money, and even your name could look bad because they drop down in the rankings. So I get it. You lose money like that. You're a company. At the end of the day, you gotta make money. You gotta pay your employees. If that's the case, how come you decide to take that risk? He grins.
I know good talent when I see it.
I feel like Yuna may have played a hand in that. I'll be honest with you, good sir.
If I'd been too afraid to take risks, I never would have landed Yudai. When I signed him on, he was a new pilot but already showed so much potential.
Yudai. He looks wistful.
What happened to him was tragic.
I agree.
The least I could do is to help his sister, especially after seeing how his death affected her.
Ooh, finding out about Yuna's dead brother through this guy, yikes. That could be a little problematic. She wasn't super excited about talking about it before, obviously, and this guy brings it up. Wait, what happened?
You don't know?
I read a news article once. He falters.
You should probably talk to Yuna.
Probably. Oh, I'm sure. An uncomfortable silence settles while we both sip at our drinks. Once he downs the last of his coffee, he checks his phone and smiles
I
politely.
have to run to another meeting. Thanks again for stopping in to chat with me, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Hey, it was a pleasure talking to you. I like you. Thanks, it was nice to meet you. I said my goodbye and take another sip of my drink as I watch him leave. What happened to Yuna's brother? How come she never mentioned him to me? Because that guy kind of just revealed her brother died in a tragic accident. Most people are a little hesitant to talk about that kind of stuff. Questions race through my mind, but I clear them away as I finish my drink. I shouldn't drive myself crazy thinking about questions I don't have the answers to. Next time I see Yuna, I'll ask. Oh dear God. In the meantime, I still have time before I should go home. What should I do to clear my mind? Yuna. Come on. I dial Yuna's number. Gotta tell her how the meeting went, at the very least. Hi, Yuna. What are you up to this evening?
I'm in the small auditorium in the drama center.
Oh, is there a play?
Not quite. I'm attending a class run by the improv club. You should come.
Okay. It sounds like fun. I'll be right there.
Great. See you soon.
Yep. As soon as we hang up the phone, I head to the drama center. When I arrive, I spot Yuna sitting towards the right of the room. As I head over, I run straight into someone. This is a drama center? Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Wait, hey, I know you.
Hmm?
Aren't you the instructor for the cooking club? You teach improv too? He laughs.
No, that's my twin brother.
Wow. What a strange occurrence. Ah, I see.
Anyway, have a seat. We are about to get started.
Sure. You march into the front of the room while I sit beside Yuna. She smiles in acknowledgement. The auditorium has about 30 people. This is not an auditorium. Though I never considered improv before, I suppose it's something a lot of people are interested in.
Welcome to improv.
It's all about saying yes, right?
For those of us new to this group, improv is live acting. Everything is made up in the moment. Plot, character, dialogue, everything. Every performance is unique and cannot be recreated in exactly the same way. Okay, everyone partner up. We're going to have each team perform a skit.
You're not nodding at each
It
other.
doesn't matter if you're a newbie to improv or a veteran. The most important thing to remember is to go with the flow. Your partner might throw something completely wild at you, but that's okay. That's what makes improv fun.
Sure.
You'll have a choice of scenarios on stage for each pair to choose from. Once the scene has been set, then the only rule is to do whatever comes to mind. So, any volunteers?
Us. Me. We volunteer as tribute. Yuna's startled, but doesn't object. You're gonna have to do it. Okay, you might as well just do it now before other people have, like, the ability to set a tempo that's better than yours. Look, if you're first, you can set a tempo, and no matter what, even if it's bad, that's what everyone else is gonna build off of. But if somebody goes, they're good, you go, and you're bad, the people are gonna be able to compare and contrast that easily.
Wonderful. Come on up then.
Because you're also going first, everyone's gonna be like, well, they're the first ones to go, you know, they don't know exactly what's going on. You ready? She seems nervous, but nods.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Let's make a... I don't even know what to say. I'm on, I have so freaking many. There you go. I don't know why I saved. Together we head on stage.
You'll find the scenario options on the table over there. Once you've decided, read the scenario out loud for the rest of the class.
There you go. We walk over to the table in the corner of the stage.
Which one do you want to do?
Are your descriptions? You're at the beach, but your gender swapped. You must declare your dying confession in the arms of your love. I mean, come on. We're going with Yuna. You gotta do this. A deathbed confession. Can I be the one who's dying?
Sure, I'll follow your lead then.
Can I be the one who's dying, but we change this to real life? Alright, let's do it.
Okay.
I just like their description. I read it aloud for the class. The instructor that gives us the signal to begin. Yuna signals that she will follow my lead. I rush onto the stage, dodging imaginary arrows. Ah! I clutch at my chest as one of the arrows hits me. It wouldn't be funny if it said clutching your knee. And stumble around the stage before falling to my knees. My breath shortens into gasp as I slowly lay on my back.
No!
Yuna races onto the stage and cradles my head in her lap.
Stay with me!
I gurgle faintly. No.
Shh. Don't talk. Everything will be okay.
I'm fucking dying, you. I'm not gonna be okay. There's something I have to tell you.
You can tell me when you're better.
Come closer. She leans in. Her hair tickles my cheek. I whisper to her. It's too late. I'm dead. Make another. I'm going with something meaningful, but I'll make another save. Come, we're going Yuna route. We gotta make sure we get the best choices. Something meaningful. Sorry, we couldn't have more time
Don't
together.
talk like that.
I feign a coughing fit.
Save your voice.
I'll always remember the time we had. After the words come out, I fall limp in her arms.
No! Please come back to me. What will I do without you?
Live on for both of us. That's your job now. Don't do anything I wouldn't. She shakes me gently, but I don't stir. Her voice grows thick.
I'll never forget you.
She pulls my face to her breast and hugs me. Yes! Yes! Now I'm cured. I suppose it is improv, right? It's softer than any pillows I've ever laid my head on. This is what I imagine heaven feels like. I sigh happily. You'd look surprised at my movement. I'm alive! It's a miracle!
Oh.
She pushes me away as her face goes beet red. The audience laughs, causing her face to burn even redder. The Sid professor claps his hands.
Great job, you two. Have either of you done improv before?
Nah. We shake our heads.
You're a natural.
Really?
Yes, that was hilarious. You two have great chemistry together. You make an awesome team.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Unit glows with excitement as we return to our
We
seats.
rocked it. Thanks for coming and joining me.
That was fun. I also got to touch your boobies, so everything worked out. No problem. It was a lot more fun than I expected it to be.
Alright, I swapped out the scenarios on the table so we don't get any repeats. So who's next?
That makes sense. At least just take out the one that was used. You and I watched the other teams perform their skits to the amusement of us all. By the time everyone had finished, my side hurts from laughing so hard. As I enter the house, I hear soft giggles coming from the living room. A tuft of blonde hair peeks over the couch. Another wave of giggles floats from the couch, but ceases abruptly as I step closer. Nikki hangs up the phone and turns around to greet me.
Hi, big bro.
I plop down next to her. Who's the guy? Her eyes grow wide.
How did you know it was a guy?
Who else could it be? I'm psychic.
No, you're not.
You never giggled on the phone before.
I wasn't giggling.
The blush in her cheeks tells me all I need to know. So who was it?
No one.
Doesn't sound like no one.
He's just a classmate.
Just a classmate for now. I reach around to grab Nikki's phone while she's distracted.
No, give it back.
She screams in my ear as she leaps over me, reaching towards her phone. I fend her off and keep the phone away from her grasping hands. As she continues to struggle, I worm my way off of the couch and flip through her calls list before she could scramble to her feet. The last dial number is to a Ken. Got a weird Japanese name as Ken. Nikki snatches the phone right as I speak, then she pummels my chest with her fist.
Oh my god, you are such a jerk.
Yes. Is he even a real person?
Of course he is.
But his name is Ken.
You're the worst.
She hits me hard one last time before turning on her heel and storming upstairs. When she's halfway to the top, she pauses.
And by the way, Ken means strong in Japanese.
Does it? Nikki stomps into her room and slams the door. Oops. Still, Ken? I hear laughter. Is that me? Did I just laugh out loud? Kaido is leaning against the doorway behind me, a broad smile on his face. I jump when I see him. First Akira and now Kaido. How is everyone always sneaking up on me?
That's good. Ken is a funny name. It's like... Ken!
Money. I like that. He continues laughing at his joke, then gradually calms down.
Why does your face look like that?
I got hit. Like what? I always look like this.
No, like this.
He mimics a look of cringing and disbelief. What? I should go do my homework.
Good idea. Get smart.
Shall try. No promises, though. I slowly head towards the stairs until unsure about what just happened. As I walk up the steps, I can still hear faint chuckles from Kaido and the echoes of Ken Yen. Since I was already in my room, I caught up on my studying until it was time for sleep. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets. Today is our match against Ona Bagusha, and I'm looking forward to it. I run through my morning routine, taking up strategies in my head, then try to refocus as I finish my breakfast. I still have a class to attend before my match. Grab my bag and hop on my bike. There's an unexpectedly heavy amount of traffic this morning, and I rush into class right on time. A little too close for comfort. As I settle into my seat, the professor clears his throat, beginning the lesson.
Good morning, class. For today's lesson, we will discuss the differences between energy and kinetic weapons.
I don't know if this actually has any effect. I'm gonna skip. I know this material. I can probably work on some other assignments during this time. I settle into my business and class passes by in a blur. I hope that doesn't negatively affect me.
That's all for today. Please make sure you have all completed your web link assignments for next class.
Shall try. I pack my things and head to the hangar to meet up with my team. Our match is scheduled earlier than usual, and we need to rethink our strategy. The plans we've discussed had all revolved around our match against Strike X, but now that they've disqualified, we have to come up with new ones against our new opponent. I feel like you should have done that sooner. Right to the hangar and look for Aura. When I arrive, everyone is already there. Show waves.
Broseph?
Kill yourself. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Kaori greets with a nod.
Good. We're all here. Let's head to the pre-combat room and start planning out strategies.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, hey, hey. We quickly turn to the sound of May's voice. She waves and beams at us as she runs closer.
What are you doing here, May?
Kaori sounds less than amused.
I wanted to wish you all good luck. I'm so excited for our match.
She seems like a nice person. I've got no problems with her so far, personally.
Me too.
Mayu smiles and nods. Let's give it our best. Good luck to you guys, too. We won't hold back. May smiles.
We won't either.
A little friendly competition. As quickly as she arrives, she's gone in a flash.
She's so nice. I'm totally feeding off of her enthusiasm. I'm getting a better vibe off of this match, too, than the one off of Strike X.
There you go.
No!
Alrighty. Stop that. Stop having fun. You're having fun wrong. She'll blinks at Kaori's outburst.
No?
She's just putting on an act. She was trying to psych us out. Don't fall for it.
I think she's psyching you out.
I don't think that was her goal.
You guys don't know her like I do. You can't trust her. Especially when she's acting all friendly like that.
Look, I trust you for what it's worth. Kaori's been acting strange, more so than usual when May is involved.
Anyways, let's go strategize while we have some time.
Be a good idea. She doesn't wait for us to answer and begins power walking towards the pre-combat room.
Hey, wait for us!
Bye-bye. We jog to catch up and follow her. After a quick change to our pilot suits, we meet at the holodesk. Kaori sets up the match. A few minutes later, the holodesk projects the arena and gears involved in the fight.
Alright, so what's the deal?
Onna Bugiesha is a melee-only team. It will be important to pay attention to our positioning and maintain a safe distance.
So we're probably going to have to get into a melee fight no matter what, considering it's a 4-on-4 match. I would imagine you could probably take some pot shots at them before they get too close. Do a little bit of damage that way. We had a close combat teams in the past. Claw of the Wild comes to mind from a few weeks ago. Mayu's focused on the holodesk and takes a serious tone.
Claw of the Wild was a melee-centric team, but their gears were knitted to perform a hybrid role. Based on Onna Bugesha's data, their gears are all custom-tailored for high bursts of speed and close combat engagements. We would benefit greatly from keeping a distance. If we play defensively, it will force them to chase us, and we can wear them down before going on the offense.
Not a bad idea.
What do you think, Broseph?
I'll allow it. Let's go for the safer strategy. Let's make a save, though. Quick save. Quick safety save. Range is key. If they have no ranged weaponry, we should do as much damage from afar as we can. Willing them down before fully engaging will give us the advantage.
Sounds good to me.
Mayu and Kaori both nod. Okay, well, we can all go range, but Aura can't. Team looks Kaori.
I'll engage May head on and keep her out of the fight.
Alrighty. That kind of goes against our plan. To my surprise, Kaori grits her teeth and bites back a retort. She studied the holodesk for a little too long that
I
size.
guess I don't have much of a choice. I'll hang back with you guys and intercept if one of the enemy gears manages to break through.
They will inevitably break through. Mayu nods.
I think that would be best.
Okay, let's recap. We'll play it from a distance and keep baiting their team. Since Mayu is our best shot, we'll keep her well protected and follow her lead.
Kaori looks right at me. She finally looks more focused than I've seen her all week.
You and Sho can play aggressively if we take the lead. I will intercept whoever reaches Mayu, if they even manage to.
I certainly will.
Got it?
We all nod. The tension is palpable, even though Kaori is always serious. Her tone is more aggressive than usual.
We have a rare opportunity to really boost our MMR, and we can't throw this chance away.
I agree. We should go for the win.
There's absolutely no way we can lose to May.
Yours is more personal. Let's be realistic about that. That almost sounds like a threat. I nod a little uneasily and glance at Sho and Mayu, whose faces mirror my thoughts. Kao returns back to the holodesk and uploads our plans. We wait in silence. A loud beep announces the match. I mutter under my breath. Saved by the beep. Sho and Mayu seem equally relieved.
Just make sure you guys stay focused.
Shall try.
Of course.
Sho forces enthusiasm into his voice to raise our morale. Kaori ignores him and Shell deflates.
Let's go.
Yeah. Go team. Well, we'll do the fight with Onabagusha later. As always, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. And I'll see you next time, beautiful. Bye-bye.